All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 46 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Rosen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Lutz is good. So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the second team, but a good...
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
Come on, man. Let's go!
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And that's the first connection, the #1 overall pick in 2015, finding the #7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch rate...
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Chance. Wait. Let's go now. Let me go.
Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, 5 on the 50.
This is Logan. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Now a play fake here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Mike, 54. I got you.
Now a handoff looking right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Pick up the ball. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Turn for you.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Nassib just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check pass. Check pass. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Here's Jones on the return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. But the crowd goes. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. A big pickup there. 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Ready. Move ready. Check flag 47. It's a party. Ready. It's a party now.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Slam, slam. Easy. Green, come see.
They go play action. Winston. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Jameis to throw it. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Jordan dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Winston. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
45's the mic.
A give to Kamara running right. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Mike, 54. Bound to lose one. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on. Check.
On 3rd down, Rosen. This caught by the tight end cross. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Let's go, D.
Now they try the right side here. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
You got nothing.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And an alley to run. Past the 20. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Kill. Hard. Hey, alert.
And they'll throw it with Rosen. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
No coach or team has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
On first down, it's Logan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And again this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Switch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 15. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 15. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
45, 45. Mike, 45, corner. 45
To throw is Rosen. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Lutz's kick is good. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the... second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. Here's Rosen. This is caught by Williams. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2. Here's Rosen to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Being chased out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tim Williams able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection.
And he's going to go down again. Tim Williams, his 2nd sack of the night.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
3rd and long here for Rosen. It's Williams on the catch. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that one ups the lead to 22-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's Winston, and that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check 24.
Here's Kamara out of the pistol. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rosen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, wait for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the 2nd half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
26
The first throw for the backup Foles. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Foles. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And This time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Foles. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Here's Gay for the Buccaneer field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, it hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
Watch the curl, watch the curls.
They'll run on first down. It's Jackson. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here we go. You go take.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one.
Hey, Kaden.
Hey, Delta.
Here's Foles. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now back to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Foles. Noah Spence. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. With backwards, it's 3rd and very long. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On first down, Logan. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Foles. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
13.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full streak. Hey, I got him. That's me. Mike spot 4.
What we got?
It's our time.
2nd and 3. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. The clock management 101.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would